Hey, what's up, everyone? I just wanted to jump on here and talk about the lights that everyone saw last night and here in the Four Corners area around the Navajo Nation and close to Albuquerque. So last night we were doing a little Bible study at my family's house, and my uncle had said, get a partner and go outside, and I want everyone to look in the sky and to think about their purpose in their life. YAHweh's purpose in their life. And as we went outside, the first thing everyone saw was that big old train of lights going across the sky. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because a big majority of the population is asleep. Like even a majority of Christians do not understand that these things are written in Genesis and that the book of Enoch was hidden from us. The book of Enoch talks about the fallen angels and how when they came into the world, how did they procreated with the women of the earth, and how from them giants came, and how the angels taught men technologies and taught men things that they should not know, and how the text says that in the days of Noah, those days will be again. And that is exactly where we are, everybody. The first time, y'all destroyed all the wicked with water in the flood. The second time, he's coming back and destroying all these wicked entities of the New World Order with fire. The first time was with water, now he's coming back and destroying them with fire. Those lights in the sky, in my opinion, when I went out there, the first thing I thought was, it's time for war. Because the Most High, these entities, these spiritual wicked entities in high places have been preparing for war for the last hundreds of years, preparing for the return of Yeshua, for the return of the Most High, when he will come back and he will judge the wicked. And I pray for mercy on myself and my family, and I know that YAHweh is going to take me with him, and I pray that my grandchildren, or my kids, or even myself, I pray that he will use us in a way that he will use us to execute his judgments. Because these entities will not prevail. Everyone is scared. Everyone's making a joke out of it. Like, why do we need to joke about it? Is it because we're so shook to the core that we don't want to accept reality for what it is? That these aliens that they've been conditioning us to believe in are not really aliens, but they're the fallen angels that Enoch has already told us about? I go outside all the time and I see the attack of the enemy, and people will laugh and say, oh, conspiracy theorists. But the Bible itself, the scriptures itself says that Satan will deceive the entire world. And then out here, millions of people believe that these are UFOs from another planet, when in reality, these spiritual wicked entities can't even leave this dome. They can't even penetrate the firmament. Space is a fabrication. The scripture says nothing about okay, so the Gentiles, the white man, they came and they told us that the world is a ball spinning thousands of miles through the universe. You think that's true? Have you ever felt the world spinning? Honestly, no scientific experiment has ever proved that the world moves. Meanwhile, the scripture says the world is set on foundation and is immovable. Who do you believe? YAHweh? Or do you believe NASA? The wickedness of NASA. Their whole plot is to take the creator away from the masses. These aren't aliens from outer space. These are demons from within our reality who were kicked out of the high places of heaven and who live amongst us and who plan the New World Order with the elite of this world, the quote-unquote elite, because they're not really elites. The Rothschilds, these underground bases, the Denver airport, that these tunnels that go underneath the whole America, that connect all the big cities, the underground cities in Los Angeles and in New York City, Look at the Georgia Guidestones. They're literally telling us right in front of our faces that they want to annihilate a huge majority of the population in the world. You believe these scientists that we're overpopulating so that they can have an excuse to exterminate and create and do mass genocide on the entire world? These attacks already started. Look at these vaccinations. They're already trying to make them mandatory. The mark of the beast literally says, the mark of the beast is literally, you cannot buy or sell without the mark of the beast, right? Now we're already inching towards that. You can't come in my store unless you have your vaccine card. You can't start a business unless you have your vaccine card for the betterment of humanity. In reality, it's the mark of the beast. There's fluoride in the water all throughout America, probably all throughout the world. And this fluoride calcifies your third eye, your ability to see the truth and see through all this deception. The food is already contaminated. This is already war. This has been a war, a covert war. The TV has been telling a vision, television. The programs on there have been programming your mind. The channels on that television have been channeling evil spirits to deceive you. This has already all been written. The war has already begun. And now these entities are starting to reveal themselves in the sky. Chemtrails already happened. Walk outside. Especially if you live in a city. Walk outside. You think all that gas coming out of those airplanes, you think that's natural? That ain't natural. They're dropping chemicals on the masses, preparing for apocalyptic times. Hollywood has been conditioning us for generations to believe that aliens are a thing. That maybe aliens can invade this world. Have you guys heard of Operation Bluelight? This has been around for a long time. They might fake an alien invasion. When YAHweh comes down and scoops up his elect, what are they going to say? Are they going to say these aliens came and took these people to deceive those that are still here? These aliens are fabrication, a cover-up for the reptilians who are living amongst us, the Serpent Seed. These are all topics that people need to research. And I know a lot of people that are listening probably do already know about this. And God bless you. Y'all bless you for that. And share it with everybody you know. Because this is the truth of reality. And I don't want to hear no Christians or no traditional Native Americans saying, oh, that's far-fetched. That's crazy. You know what? You don't even read your own scriptures. You don't even understand your own culture. Because we talk about the giants, just like the scriptures do. We talk about these wicked entities. We talk about all the natives, they're fearful of the serpent. Why? The serpent is the evil one in the scriptures. Hosea says, my people die for a lack of knowledge. And this is why I started this channel. Because people need to understand this. This is knowledge that people need to grasp and research. Use DuckDuckGo.com. Use things other than Google. These reptilians, these things in the sky, I don't know what they're going to try to cover it up with, but these reptilians have been among us. Go research the Freemasons. Research what it is on the higher ups. Research the royal family and research the connections between all these elite pedophiles who sacrifice and murder children to their gods Moloch and their gods Baal. Look at this. American culture has brainwashed us so much that the word Baal is actually a demon. Basketball, football, baseball, globe ball, it's all pagan worship. Look at the Denver airport murals and look in the caskets. Who they have in those caskets? The children of God, the children of YAHweh. There's 3 caskets in that mural. Look it up. In that middle casket, there's a native right there holding the Kachina doll. A Native American. On the left side is a black woman, tribe of Judah. another child of Yah. On the right side is another person. It's a little white girl. But it's not just any normal white person. This little white girl is holding a Bible. So there it is. Let's take out the seed of Jacob. Let's take out the chosen people of Yah. Let's take out the native tribes. Let's take out the black tribes. And let's take out any Gentiles that decide to convert over to YAHweh, who love Yah. Another text that people should read is the Testament of Solomon, where it talks about men. We believe that falling stars are some meteors, right? But these demons were telling Solomon, the wisest man in the world, telling them that these aren't really meteors. These falling stars are demons falling, who are eavesdropping on the ordainments of the Most High. These are demons who are up there in the firmament, listening in on the orders of God, so that way they can come down here and tell men through astrology and predict their future and say, hey, someone you know is going to die in 3 days. And you know what? When that demon told Solomon that, the demon was right, and Solomon was amazed by it. And it's because these demons are up there in the heavens, just like these quote unquote UFOs. These demons operate up there, and they roam around and they listen in on these angels who come down and execute the judgments of the Creator. Read it, the Testament of Solomon. It talks about how these falling stars are really demons who get tired because they have nowhere to rest. Us people here on earth, we have a place to rest. Angels in heaven they have a place to rest. These demons in the sky, they have nowhere to rest. And when they get tired, they fall out of the sky and they create fires and crops and forests. It says it in the Testament of Solomon. And what does the world tell us to do? Make a wish. Make a wish for what? Make a wish to what? To that demon? Is that what the Gentiles want? They want you to wish to that demon? Another thing we were talking about last night is birthdays. When it's your birthday, they have a candle. They have a candle light. And they say, make a wish. Make a wish to what? In the book of Job, it says, cursed is the day that I'm born. And throughout the Bible, the day that someone's born is not really seen the way that Americans and that see your birthday. The Satanists' favorite holiday is their birthday. It's all about self. It's all about me, 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 me. That's not what YAHweh is about. YAHweh is about the service to other people. YAHweh is about other people. He's about love. It's not about you. It's not about me. This channel's not about me. I'm not here to make money. If one person comes and stumbles upon this and hears this, and it changes and it sets them down a path of researching and understanding knowledge and scripture, well, I've done my job. Because it's not about me. You know how many people think I'm crazy on my social media? You know how many people that I talk to? It's always in person when I talk to people. They're always astounded. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but they're always dumbfounded by the amount of information and knowledge that I can share with them. And I've never had anyone in person, when I actually speak with them, be able to refute any of this stuff. Never. I'm sure the day will come. And I've talked to hundreds of people. But online, people are like, what they think. And I get responses sometimes. People get upset and people look at me a certain type of way. But I'm not here to please men or women. I'm here to please the Most High. And I'm here to follow His ways to the best of my abilities. And I believe we should all pray for each other, because these wicked entities out here in the skies, in media, in government, they're out to war against us, the children of Yah. And I believe one day it might get to a point. It will get to a point where people will have to move. The children of Yah will have to move onto lands and become farmers, self-sufficient, create their own government structures, and not rely on the cities and the supplies of the cities, of the stores. here in the Navajo Nation, like where I'm from, I was thinking about moving there and putting a home there and starting a farm, starting a crop, a cornfield crop. Because it's gonna come to that day when we need it. And I don't want to be in the city when all this goes down. That's what the scripture says too. When all this stuff goes down, run to the mountains. I'm not trying to be in the city when all this goes down. And FEMA already has thousands and thousands and thousands of caskets. Already, look it up too. Look it up. This was like in 2005. They had hundreds of thousands of caskets on people's lands that they were renting out. Black caskets stacked on top of each other. They're preparing. Are you?